Well, it's great over here, Zeus. I know what a ball here. It's so, I've said many other places are, as I say, I've said many other places are festive, but this place, it's really is a
This gives no meaning.
It is, and I love all the red and white tablecloths that's over here. It's the only kind they sell apparently.
Red everywhere.
Yeah. But anyways, Diz, I know
I'm in Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Well, Diz, and you're very familiar with Niagara Falls, so we're very familiar with the
there's more Italian places here than there are Niagara Falls.
That's true.
And that's something.
But anyways, Diz, we're back here, and now as usual, as I say every show,
yeah.
Diz, you caught onto the beat.
Oh man, I'm into it. 6'8".
Well, you are.
6'8" is all over the world.
Actually, it's strange though. There's been no big Italian jazz musicians, has there been? I don't.
Well, Don Menzel.
There you go, baby. I was going to say Bob Martello, but I said big jazz musicians.
Big anyway.
Well, anyways, kids, let's bring before we go too far.
There's another guy that can't play the date for him.
And before we go too far afield, let's bring in our first guest, and as our usual, as I say, we'll bring in the mayor of Venice, Mr. Luigi Finochio. And Luigi, would you like to come in and...
I'm glad to be here. Luigi Finochio is my name. I'm a happy guy.
Luigi Finochio.
I'm happy to see you here, Bill.
Is that pronunciation correct? Because
That's right. It's absolutely correct. I wouldn't even care. You could have called me anything, Bill. I'm a like you. I'm a like your show. I'm a bigger fan of your show, you know?
You are. I
got a wireless radio. I listen to the two favorite shows I got. Your show and Radio Free Europe. I'm going to listen to both. I like them both.
Now, do you mean by the wireless radio, do you mean it has no electricity going to it, or how does that work exactly?
You make a man laugh.
I got a wireless.
I'm like that because it was a hard I was here doing the occupation. It was not nice a time.
Well, it's nice to see that
you rock control and all that.
Well, it's nice to see by becoming mayor you dropped your occupation. But anyways, Luigi, your last name, Finochio.
Finochio. I'm an old relation on the puppet. You got nothing to do.
That's Finochio.
Oh, that's right. I don't make a mistake.
But Pinocchio has nothing to do with Pinocchio or...
There's nothing. There's nothing. Although I did have an uncle in Geppetto.
Geppetto Pinocchio?
That's right. Geppetto Pinocchio.
I see. And does Pinocchio have a meaning, though, in Italy?
Does it have a meaning? What, Pinocchio or Finocchio?
Well, either, actually. I'll take it.
Those are two different words.
Well, Pinocchio, I assume, is Italian for puppet.
No.
Pinocchio. Big nose?
No. It means a man who likes to play cards.
Oh, Pinocchio.
Yeah, right.
Pinocchio. I see. Well, that's what that is, I see. And Pinocchio, what would that be?
Pinocchio. Oh, you don't know what that is?
I don't know what that means besides being your last name. Well, by the way, that band, we do it.
I'm sorry, Bill. I'm starting to cry now. It's a song. You haven't been to Sorrento. I was born in Sorrento.
You were born in Sorrento?
Right.
Where is Sorrento, by the way? Because I've always heard people going back, but I assume nobody's there.
It's near Capistrano. The swallows will go back to there. So.
I see. So actually, you're saying Sorrento is somewhere near Capistrano, and
as the swallow flies.
But why is it that everybody comes back? I don't want to get off the subject, but why is everybody goes back
to get a visa? You got to go there and get a visa.
I see.
That's another word. It's an Italian word.
Better banking rules there?
No, we're not going to make a joke.
All right, fine.
This is serious. I know. I'm a happy guy, though.
But this kind of music doesn't make you...
it makes me a little melancholy.
Okay. Anyways, before we got into that, we were talking about
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, your last name.
Pinocchio.
What is that? What does that mean?
I have no idea. I don't know my name.
Well, perhaps you should change it to Pinocchio. At least you'll know what that means. But
that's right. Man who likes to play cards.
Pinocchio. Yes, but anyways, as I told Diz earlier, and Thomasina, I assume you know...
you want me to close the door? Because you have to tell him.
No, it's just because the audio part of the show needs a certain...
I listen to the sound, I don't care about the audio part.
But anyways, Luigi, as I was telling Diz, we've fallen in love with Venice, and I'm sure everybody that comes here does.
Well, most of the people. We had a couple of drownings, I wouldn't say that.
But what would you say, though, is it the water idea that makes everybody...
I know, it's really... they tell me it's a stinker here, but I can't tell.
I see.
This
You've been here
is
too long.
like a fish smell, I guess. I guess I didn't hear just right. If I can't smell it, then
I see.
they've been here not long enough.
How long have you? You say you originally were born in
I was
Sorrento.
in so I've been here for 46 a year.
46 years, and you've been mayor for how long of that time?
I've been mayor for the last 3 months.
So not a very long time, huh?
Well, not very long, but there's not a lot to do. I learned it in a couple of weeks.
Oh, to take care of Venice. Actually, I assume it's mostly...
It's self-cleaning.
Yeah, right. So it's mostly fluorination and things like that you're concerned with, and...
More that knowledge in the toothpaste I'm worried about.
I see. Well, anyways, Luigi, let me ask you this, because I ask every mayor of every city that I'm in this question. What would you say is your maybe number one or...
Well, egg support?
Well, you can answer that question if you want to, but really, I'm more interested. What's your number one or number two problem in running the administration of the city? Or
I'm saying
just avoid
the drownings are
the drownings.
The drownings are because of the people that can't see.
They can't see?
Yes, they can't see. They keep falling in water.
Oh, because
and then it's become a famous problem here.
The Venetian blind.
Yes, that's right.
I see.
It's
So
a
that's
disease that they get, and I don't know
is
why.
that where that comes from?
Yes, they keep, yes. That's
can't-
right. It's, if you get the Venetian blinds, that means you're going to drown.
And of course, you walk out your door, and you
boom, and the walking is thick, it doesn't look good, you know.
I see.
We get a lot of dogs that drown here. For seeing eye dogs, they drown too.
Well, a lot of things. You would think you might keep a fish as a pet here or something like that, isn't it?
I'm a dude. I got a shark.
You have a shark for a pet. I see. Well, how's that worked out for you? I mean, you know, so many friends on the same
As
place.
you notice, I'm a minus a foot.
Well, I didn't want to point that out, but I see. So that you have your shark. Do you have a name for the shark, or?
I'm not thinking about name a shark. That big stupid. He wouldn't come if I called him.
I see.
He's not know anything.
But he doesn't know.
Maybe if I did, then maybe he would come. I don't know why I want him to come. You don't mind losing a shark for a pet.
Oh, you keep him in a aquarium or something?
I leave him out.
Oh, so he just comes back. Just comes to eat. Is that the idea?
No, he goes out to eat.
Ever since your foot's gone, that was the only time you stayed home. Is that the idea?
Right.
I see.
From now on, I'm gonna say you go out to eat and go somewhere else.
I see. Well, Luigi, like I say, your number one problem would be the drownings and this Venetian blindness.
Venetian blind, yes.
I see. And you were talking a little bit.
The lack of a pole, so we have here for the gondoliers, and we got a bullshit everything. I don't know why.
Oh, I see. I see. All the gondoliers here need those poles, of course, to guide their.
So we don't. There was no trees.
I see. No trees here.
So we had to import.
I see. So gondola poles, and
it's a hot item.
Gondola poles. Wasn't she a very famous Italian actress for many years?
I remember her.
You don't remember her?
I remember gondola poles.
Gondola poles. I'm almost.
Gwendolyn, Gwendolyn the poles. You think?
I don't think so. Perhaps it's the same family, though.
That might be just in the translation. I know.
Yeah. No, gondola poles. I'm pretty sure it's. Well, anyways, before we go too far, Mayor, what do you see as the future? I know that you've been talking about it. Many mayors have been talking about of various cities. They're trying to increase their revenues, and you're thinking about bringing in sports. And
thinking about it bringing. I was thinking about thinking about getting a team in here, getting a football team, get the Browns in here. Be the Venetian Browns.
That would be the Venetian Browns, but
well, it could be. Actually, we don't call ourselves Venetians. Venusians, we call ourselves.
You call yourself Venusians? Is that like the past tense, or?
No, I just like
it's Venusians, then. But you don't have any. There's no connection necessarily with the planet, though. Is there?
I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
Oh,
I don't want to say it, but there's a certain kind of people
connection. PQ thought, perhaps. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not gonna limit it to say it. This is the thing.
Okay. Well, again, I wanted to say that one of the biggest things that I thought of when anybody comes to Italy is the food. And of course, we had Termasina on from the meat market.
She's a nice lady. She
does. Yeah.
I'm like her, but I tell you what, I really got the heart for that American, Italian. What's her name? Annette Finochio.
Annette Finochio?
Oh, she's a lot of stuff. I'm watching that Mickey Mouse show. Wow.
What do you like her ears? Is that the idea or what?
She's got some big ears on her.
Well, I know you wanted to hold on to her ears, but I don't know what that has to do with this show. But anyways, so you say Annette. Funicello was...
Probably going on with that cubby everywhere, so forget it.
Didn't you one time, I read about an incident that you had in your life, though, once when you thought she was coming to visit you, but you were mistaken because they said somebody's coming with a net, and you thought, and you said,
come on with the net,
and it turned out to be a
there was a bunch of guys in the white clothes.
Right, so it was, right. And that was one of your big disappointments then.
That certainly was, I'll tell you that. I thought we were going to have like a three-way. They said someone's coming with a net, and we go, what's she bringing away? Roll a bridge?
Oh, but see, now you're naming some of the biggest Italian movies. And these are icons, of course, in a city like Venice.
Icon, not icon, again, I'll tell you.
Excuse me?
I'm not the one. No, what am I saying? I mean, you got to be so...
Now, I've seen that Gina Lower Bridge, actually, it has a lot of significance here because didn't she get her name from...
Lower the bridge?
Yeah, because the gondolas, when they went underwards, they said, Gina, look out for the Lower Bridge. Wasn't that something?
That's right. You're not the story. You must have read ahead. You do a good job. You got a good job.
Yeah, I do a little research before I do come to it.
Very good.
Well, I know. Look,
I'm a busy man. I mean, I like the show and everything, but I rarely go home and like while I'm working, I listen to your show because I can actually be listening to the show.
I see. Well, what is a typical day though in administration of Luigi Finochio?
I gotta go out. I start up on the water wheels, and then
you start up what?
On the water wheels. It's a
I see. Electricity and things like that.
The water wheels, and then I gotta go out wake up all the gondoliers.
You have to wake them up. That's your job?
Sleep. Yeah, I gotta wake them up.
What would happen if they didn't get up in time? What would be the problem?
Asleep. So basically,
I deserve that answer. You say, I see, but this is that people wouldn't get to work on time and things like that because it's kind of like a water taxi service, isn't it?
It's more like, it's
like a commuter.
It's more for the tourists,
Oh, so I see. So it really is more of a touristy type.
And mostly we stay home. We do all our work over there, like at the internet,
Oh, so you're very heavy into the computer idea.
We got no roads here. It's tough to do it. You got to do it by computer.
I see. So you do a lot of things from your home here.
Yes.
When you do go out, of course, you have to take the gondolas. What would be some of the sights, though? I mean, you're an ambassador for your city. What are the things that, besides the canal...
we have the Bubble Hall of Fame.
The Bubble?
The Bubbles, yes.
The Bubble Hall of Fame?
You got lots of bubbles, and we have the...
no, wait a minute.
The gondoliers club.
Before we go on to the retired gondoliers club, that must be really exciting. But before we go on to that, I just want to talk...
It's not exciting, but it's a very...
A little bit about the Bubble Hall of Fame, though.
Bubble Hall of Fame.
Now you say this is... Are these like soap bubbles? What kind of bubbles are
all kinds of people we get bubbles from all over the world.
Now, how are you able to preserve?
I was going to try to get that toenail Hall of Fame to move over here.
From what was that? It was in Transylvania, though. Yes.
I don't know.
It was Transylvania. Big Mel ran that in Transylvania. Yeah. But anyways, how do you get the bubbles to stay?
We have them on a plastic coating.
Oh, once they're made, once they're blown.
I mean, yes. Well, they don't have to be blown. They could be like just a natural bubble.
Oh, your natural bubbles. Once
they just spit the bubble.
I see. You made a few in your bathtub, didn't you?
We don't keep those. They don't smell it too good.
I see. And then you keep them in like little lucite.
I see you've been seeing advertisements.
Excuse me?
You saw the advertisements?
I did see I saw the pamphlet on the Bubble Hall of Fame. That's why I wanted to get it out. So that's really what it is. Bubbles from around the world.
And then, like I just said, there's a...
The Retired Gondoliers Museum, did you say?
No, club.
That's a site to see them?
Well, you can go through, sit, and you can play checkers with them.
I see. So that's kind of like
around the bowling.
That's a laid-back... isn't that called bocce?
That's right. But that's also...
I'm surprised you didn't call it that.
Well, that's what you call it. You call it lasball.
Oh, I see. So it's like an American word than a Italian word. It's strange.
So the bocce, that's like what you get. You eat the wrong food, you can get that too. So
bocce?
Well, botulism.
Because I've heard of adjective, but I don't know what that is either. But that's
the one that's a little worse than AG1.
I see, fine. It's like kind of a degree of...
And not as bad as AG3.
Well, fine. And just one more question that I have to ask you before you go, because I know you do have to...
I've got important work to do. I'm happy about it.
Yes. Nobody can come to Italy generally, and certainly
That's certainly nobody. No, you're right. That's a new law. I don't know how you got in.
No, I didn't mean immigration-wise, but nobody can actually think of Italy without thinking of...
Benito Mussolini. Oh, what a great man.
Well, all right. Benito Mussolini...
But I don't want to talk about it.
Well, then maybe a little bit more of my question. Nobody can come here without thinking of pizza. It's the national food.
And we didn't ever make a pizza.
You didn't make pizza.
It's American pizza. We got nothing to do with it. The Chinese and the Americans get together. They're making a pizza. They blame it on us.
So pizza's not a big thing for you.
I even had taste of pizza. I just heard about it.
Because I was wondering if they delivered it here with the boats and how that would work.
From a Buzzy, we get our pizza here from Buzzy's.
In
they got us in New York. They got Buzzy's a pizza.
What did you deliver? Was that 30-day delivery, or you get it away?
Yeah, that's what I said. Tell you what, it's always a problem.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Luigi, and it's been a pleasure having you. What was that? Every day?
That's because that is done very well. And all a good night.
Every redemption. Well, okay. Again, Luigi, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, and we'll be right back with our next guest, who I believe I see him in the wings. It's that famous. I don't know if you've ever heard of Charlie. There you go. I love this music, though, Mayor. I really do. Luigi, is this your daughters? Lucina? Steppolina? Excuse me. Forlahena? Forlahena? You know? Well, anyway, Luigi, we'll be right back. What's it called? A Forlahena, was that?
It's a Forlahena.
Well, like I'm full of bull, actually, it was me. But anyways, we're right back with a word from another sponsor, and then I see in the wings Mr. Charlie Chin, the great Chinese detective here in Venice. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
I cannot wait for this.